What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 5 of Yeah.
It's a podcast where Jason and I get together, we hang out, we chat, we talk about stuff, and it's all about the good vibes.
So happy Chinese New Year, everyone!
恭喜發財!
恭喜發財. So by the time you hear this, I think it's already 1 week after Chinese New Year.
You should have put on, I think, at least 5 kgs by now.
No lah, let's not do that. I was like thinking, but then I got eat a bit of pineapple tart, but then not a lot of pineapple tart. Okay lah, never mind, I maintain.
Not yet though. So in my house, right, the pineapple tarts are the first thing to go. So interesting you speak about it. Like, I don't think there is any other point in time in the year where we eat pineapple tarts except for Chinese New Year. It's the only thing
Actually,
that comes
correct
up,
lah.
right?
Yeah. My family also. Like, normal days, even though if we see pineapple tarts being sold at supermarket or whatever, right, it won't even bother.
Right.
But Chinese New Year is like, let's buy the pineapple tart lah.
Like 4 containers.
Don't know for what. Because why? I don't eat. My mom also don't eat. Then my dad also don't eat. So just buy.
You know what's gonna happen, right? You just invite me over, I eat for you lah.
But then your house punya pineapple tart how?
Finish already.
Finish already?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like second
But
day.
do you consume all those or like your family members eat all those things?
It was basically me and my family lah. Like we didn't even have guests over. But then we had some family over yesterday. No more pineapple tarts to give them. No more of that like fried seaweed.
That is like the best. Okay, actually, right. My favorite snack this year is the fried seaweed. It's not even ngaku anymore.
Yeah.
Like ngaku and fried seaweed, I'll just grab the fried seaweed first and then finish it, and then only I go to the ngaku.
Something happened with this year's seaweed. Like they
Why?
upped their game, right? Like I don't remember eating seaweed in previous Chinese New Years except for this one Chinese New Year.
I can't remember lah in general.
Okay.
What I ate last year, but yeah lah, in my house, we usually don't buy a lot of Chinese New Year cookies. But we will always have the kueh. What's that? The triangle one, the
kueh
kapit, yes. So we always have kueh kapit because my mom loves it a lot. I also eat it a lot because I realized that because it's so thin and light, like less calories lah.
Right.
I think so.
So you know the kueh kapit, I have a maximized calorie version of it in my house.
Okay.
Where it's kueh kapit, I just found out my mom bought it. Kueh kapit, and in between, there is peanut butter with like peanut sprinkles.
So that's like the appam balik .
It's like appam balik,
Okay.
but it's kueh kapit lah. And effectively, it is like eating a spoon of peanut butter with a kueh kapit like shell.
Yeah, the kueh kapit also got sugar one, you know.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah. Usually, right, the yummiest things are the not healthiest ones. Are the unhealthy ones.
Yeah.
Right? And then the healthy foods, right, it's like not nice one.
I agree. But seaweed
Like
is
salad. Salad is healthy.
Salad is only good when you put a lot of like dressing, but the dressing part is unhealthy.
Correct. But seaweed, I don't know. Seaweed is supposed to be healthy, right?
Supposedly.
But then after you fry,
Not healthy anymore. That's why it tastes so good. So aside from the eating, so like what's the Chinese New Year holidays been like for you?
This year has been quiet. You know why? Because first day usually we just sit at home and do nothing one.
Right.
And then second day is supposed to be the visiting day.
Right.
And then my relatives are supposed to come.
Right.
Like all of them rombongan lah.
Right.
And then suddenly, right, like one fellow say, hey, I just saw my Sejahtera app, yellow color, you know, like close contact, you know. Then everyone's like, oh, retreat. Then everyone just went back to their house, all closed door. All never come.
Did they at least like grab pay some ang paos?
Oh no.
That's a hint. Grab pay ang pao. Can put QR code.
Do it now also can.
Can we put QR codes of our?
Yeah, we should put an Instagram story, right? So anyone, you if you cannot come, you got COVID, never mind. You can just send the money.
Quarantine still can send money. It's okay.
Correct.
Oh man, yeah. I had a whole bunch of family over yesterday. And what I found very interesting is this is the first time I think in 2 years since we've seen them since the lockdown. It was a very nice feeling.
Okay.
But what was more surprising was how much everybody had grown older.
But then you
Like,
think they will go younger?
No, but like they obviously look like they grew older. Like my aunties, like really look older now, and it got me a little worried.
Like, are you sick like that?
No lah, but like, oh my god, you look so old now. Like, and obviously you start thinking, how much time do you have left on Earth? Right? So you get
For them,
scared, right? But the scariest thing is, how much have I grown older that I didn't realize?
True. Have you even asked your family members like, have I grown older?
I don't want to ask. I don't need to know the answer. I definitely grown older.
Yeah, last time Jeremy, you got no wrinkles one around your eyes, but now got.
Like, here is some anti-aging skincare.
Eat more seaweed, more wrinkles.
Yeah. But it was kind of nice seeing family over again. And I'm not a very big family guy.
Okay.
But even through the hustle and bustle, I felt like, oh, this is a nice feeling. I think I appreciate it a little bit more.
To be honest, I'm also like you. Like, I'm not really a family person. Like, okay lah, I am excited to meet family, relatives, right? But then the moment I'm with them, right, I'm like, okay lah, I lost interest. Play phone. You know? Like, I don't know what to talk to them.
Yeah.
Then whatever I do, you don't know.
Yeah.
Then if you ask me what I do, I have to explain to you again. Like, oh, this is what I do, and to do this, I have done this, Then it's like, why leh? Very tiring lah. Like, after I tell you, you'll be like, oh, okay, let's go eat Mandarin orange. It's like, hey, I just told you the whole bunch of story about what I did the whole year.
Yeah.
And then you just like, okay lah, like that.
Like potong steam.
Like, potong slim lah. So in the end, it's like, never mind, I don't need to talk lah.
Like, where is the admiration? Where's the love? Where is the being impressed at all your achievements?
Not even impressed lah. It's more like after you tell, then what?
Yeah.
After that you won't see each other again for a year.
Correct. It's true. My uncles always ask me about how much money I'm earning. I don't know how to answer them. I tell them, uncle, no, times are bad, uncle. Don't ask this question.
If you
give more.
Yeah lah, actually, if you are concerned, then you just give more ang pao lor.
Do you do like the temple thing for Chinese New Year?
No. Actually no lah. Our family, right? Kinda don't follow much of the tradition one.
Okay.
Yeah, like
liberal Chinese.
It's like, who said my Chinese New Year must go temple?
Right.
No need.
Right.
Like that. Who say first day must go to the eldest relative punya house?
Oh, don't do that.
No need.
When you get on the first day, do you like 斟茶, give tea to your parents and 订包 not?
The thing is,
you press the espresso machine.
So the Chinese New Year tradition ang pao thing, right, actually starts the day before Chinese New Year.
Okay.
So because we are all awake until 12 midnight,
Alright.
so that we can shout Happy Chinese New Year right?
Yep.
Then with all the fireworks and stuff like that, then my parents would have already given me ang paos.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, so if you give me now, tomorrow I give you 斟茶, then you give me what?
Right.
So it's like, okay lor, I take lor, you give me, right? I take first lah. In case you want to give me again tomorrow.
Do they give you again tomorrow?
So I also do my part. Every morning I still go and grab a cup, put some water inside, like enough for one sip only.
Okay.
Enough for one sip because everyone is just like ala tradition right? So I just give my mom one sip and then she's like, okay, I give you another ang pao. I'm like,
so you get 2 ang paos.
So got 2 ang pao one .
Wow.
Yeah, so then I fill the cup again with water and then I give to my dad. Drink water. And then my dad said, good.
Here's another ang pao.
No. You're like, no ang pao. Okay. But I still do that 斟茶 thing lah. It's just nice lah. It's just fun lah.
It is fun. It is fun. It's a little bit of a ritual that's.
Do you do that?
Yeah, we do actually. So every morning, first day, what we do is we'll have breakfast or whatever, and then
right?
Yeah, we had each other, and then after that after we had breakfast and everybody kind of like awake, warmed up a little bit. Yeah. Then my parents will go and take their seats.
Or like automatically they will just go and sit like, is it?
No, they will announce like, okay, time to give ang pao. Then my parents will go sit down.
Oh.
And then my sister will carry the tray of tea and then we'll.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Like really full-fledged tradition this one?
Yeah.
Like got people hold tray with the cup on.
Correct. So there's a little bit of like, take the cup, give Happy New Year, give ang pao, then give the mother Happy New Year, take ang pao. Okay. There's a little bit of that going on.
And then you switch role with your sister lah, and you hold the tray.
No, I never hold the tray.
Then?
Because I'm the eldest So I will hold the tray first. My sister will hold the tray.
For you to give 斟茶.
Give 斟茶. And then my sister will hold the tray for my second brother, my younger brother.
Okay.
Then when it's my sister's turn to give the tea, my brother got wife, so give the sister-in-law.
Oh, so sister-in-law is like the lowest rank in the family one, is it?
At this particular juncture, I imagine
that's because your brother is younger than you.
Yes.
If your brother is older than you, then the sister-in-law is higher rank than you.
No. because I'm still son in the family.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you're an only child, right? Very confusing,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know all these things.
I love it though. So to be fair, I'm also not so sure on this.
Okay.
But to me, it's always a matter of like, if I don't have to do anything and just give tea and take money, I'm done.
Don't care lah.
Don't care.
Someone got people who trade for me, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
okay.
It's like that.
Then what else? Oh, one more thing. When Jamcha, right? I actually noticed some friends posted on their story that they have to kneel down one.
Oh,
I'm
I've
like,
seen.
wow, you until this level need to kneel down. You what generation one? This one?
Yeah. I've seen this. I don't do it. My parents will sit and I will bow. And that's it lah. Kneel down very pain on my knees lah, very weak.
Correct. No need lah.
Oh, speaking of the whole like playing phone while your family is around.
Yeah.
So truth be told, as much as I said I enjoy my family, I'm also like you. I also decided I also play my phone a lot.
Yes.
But because now I have the Apple Arcade subscription, I decided, you know what? I'm not a very big mobile gamer. Let's go down this rabbit hole of what Apple Arcade got for me to play.
Okay.
And the game selection, I have to say, legit shock. So
But why Apple Arcade when you can get like games from the App Store like normal?
Because Apple Arcade games are like full games that I don't have to pay for, that I'm already subscribing to.
Oh, that's true.
Right? So there are high quality games that I'm already subscribing to that if you were to play a version of it on the App Store, because sometimes they have dual versions, but like an App Store version and then like a plus version that's on the Arcade.
Correct.
I don't want to pay. I'm already paying what? So I've been playing these two games that I played until 5 o'clock yesterday in the morning.
What is it?
One is this one called Bridge Constructor or Bridge Builder Constructor.
This is not the train track, that one, right?
No.
That one?
No. This one is you building a bridge.
Okay.
So basically, every game starts, every round is like, there are 2 points, you have to build a bridge across. And sometimes there's like a platform in the water that you can attach to, sometimes there isn't. And you're supposed to use your brains to figure out the physics of how to make sure that your bridge does not collapse when you send vehicles over it.
Yeah.
And that game is tough. It's tough, man.
It's like the roller coaster builder like that lah. But this one is you are building bridge.
You're only building one bridge. Roller coaster,
One bridge
just
only.
one bridge.
Oh.
Each round is a different bridge scenario.
Okay.
And then you get to this, and then sometimes they'll give you a budget, and then they'll give you certain materials you can build with. So you can either build wood or concrete or use cable.
Oh, okay, quite interesting.
And I have to say, building a bridge is a lot harder than I think, because my brain cannot process how like the force or impact, like the physics of a bridge works. My brain, I just realized I can't figure it out.
Okay.
So yeah, I spent a lot of time sending a lot of trucks to their doom yesterday night.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I might give it a try.
It's very interesting.
What's the second one?
The second game is Castlevania.
Oh.
Did you ever play Castlevania?
I played back when I was in primary school.
Okay, so this Castlevania is it's called Grimoire of Shadows.
Okay.
And what it is, it's a mobile version of Castlevania. There's a little bit of, you know how some games have a little bit of that like gambling loot box mechanism,
How?
where as you play the game you get gems and then you use your gems to like get more items or to get more like characters or skills or whatever, right? So this game has that element.
Okay.
But the thing about this game that I like is normally these games with the gem mechanic, you have to pay money for the gems.
Correct.
But because this game is not a pay-to-play game,
because it's on Apple Arcade.
correct? The gems that they give you are very generous. You just make your achievements and they'll give you gems, and then you just constantly gamble away and you get more items.
Gamble away,
I mean, like get more loot boxes to increase your character's abilities. And then it's such a fun game. And each level.
Wait. So the fun is actually getting the loots to improve your character or playing the game.
It's a combination of the factor, because normally in a Castlevania game you only control one character, right?
Correct.
But because this is kind of like a sequel of sorts of the Castlevania universe, you will be able to unlock the main characters from previous Castlevania games and choose them for your level. So depending
Do
on
they look like old school? Like because it's like from previous Castlevania games, right?
it's polished lah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
polished, but it's not like 3D cow. It's like still a 2D Castlevania style game.
2D as in like those like Super Mario kind of, you walk from left to right kind.
Correct, left to right, up and down.
Okay.
The only thing about this is when it comes to Castlevania games, everybody always thinks of Castlevania as like giant castle and you have different pathways and all of that, right?
Yeah.
This one, the game is broken out into different, because it's a mobile game, different stages. So once you complete a stage, you unlock the next stage.
Okay.
And you can go back to the previous stage to finish up your achievements. But it's by stage progress. That means you're able to actually play the game in very small bites. Like each level is probably about like 5 minutes.
Okay.
And you're all right, man. So it's a very fun game. I spent all night. See these eye bags? It's all because of Dracula.
I the only thing that I can remember, right, from my experience in playing Castlevania was me, as in the character, holding this mace. And then I'm just like, using that mace to just whack all the Draculas or vampires or whatever in front of me, the enemies.
There we go.
Yeah, that was the only thing I can remember.
That game is fun, right?
It was good.
Now it's on the Apple Arcade. Like, I don't know. I'm so happy. I don't know. I never thought I'd be like this, but I really like this Apple ecosystem. It's so much fun.
That's nice. Speaking of eye bags and not sleeping,
Oh, okay.
guess what I have been doing?
Have you been watching a new show?
No, I've been watching the same freaking show for 3 seasons now, which is Manifest.
Yes, we spoke about this.
And I want to speak about it again because Okay, wait.
Okay.
Have you finished the show first? Please tell me you haven't finished the show.
I have not finished the show. I'm
Okay.
in the middle
I'm very
of season
kanchiong
1.
now.
I'm in the middle of season 1.
Season 1 only?
Yeah, dude, I only started like 3 days ago.
But your ability to watch shows, right? It's like 3 days you can finish 10 seasons.
That is true, but Chinese New Year and Castlevania.
Okay, so far you watched until where? Let's talk about whatever that you've watched so far.
Okay, so I watched up to the point where they rescued all the kidnapped 11.
Kidnap what?
The kidnapped 11 passengers. They in the first season, right? And then
okay.
they brought them to like some beach house.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm there now. So they're investigating this beach house thing. They're trying to figure out who this major is. Supposedly it's a woman. And that's about it. That's basically
Okay.
it.
So what do you think of the show so
I think
far?
so the show is very interesting because the show has its.
Okay, wait. Before we continue, in case you don't know what is Manifest, okay, it's a show on Netflix whereby it's about these passengers in the plane. They were just normal people, okay? And then suddenly, right, while they're flying in the air, there was turbulence. And then they thought they were going to die. And then the turbulence ended, and then everything went like normal, right? And then they landed in New York. And then when they landed in New York, they realized something strange happened. It's 5 years later.
Yeah, man.
Right. So when they landed, right, the police didn't want them to leave the tarmac because the police say, your plane disappeared 5 years ago. You sure you are the same plane from 5 years ago? What are you talking about? Are you terrorists or what?
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, huh? What are you talking about? I just flew on this plane like few hours ago from Jamaica. Now I'm in Jamaica, right?
Yeah, Jamaica.
Yeah, from Jamaica. Now I'm in New York. It was just like a while back. What do you mean 5 years? 5 years has passed? What happened? So that is the story of episode 1 Manifest.
It's super kanchiong because there's this like grand overarching mystery that you try to figure out like where did he go, what's going on. But at the same time, there are all these like government is trying like keeping an eye on them.
Correct.
And there's a little factor where some of them get like visions and psychic
it's
experiences.
always more exciting when normal people gets a little bit of special superpowers.
Yeah.
But this is not superpowers per se.
No, it's not.
This is like, actually they don't even know what is it.
It's like a signal from somewhere else telling you to do things.
But it's their own voice.
Correct.
So initially, right, I thought it's them from the future telling them what they should do.
That's so interesting.
But then again, they're already in the future because it's 5 years later. So by right, that voice is supposed to be from them 5 years before. If I randomly think lah, but cannot ma. How can people from 5 years before tell you what to do in the future? It has to be from yourself in the future.
Yeah.
But then when you're already in the future, who's telling you?
Yeah.
Who is this voice?
Yeah.
So it's very kanchiong lah.
It's a very exciting show.
Okay. So while I was watching season 1, I was thinking, this show is just about people who came back to Earth. And then it was 5 years later. How much can they do until season 3?
Actually, to be fair, as the plot was going, I was also wondering that because on Netflix there's already 3 seasons.
Yeah,
of it, right?
so you're like, huh? Can last until season 3?
Can it maintain that same level of quality or not?
Like what else can you talk about until season 3? So now I'm at season 3.
And has the show been consistently good?
It is as good as season 1. Super consistent to a point. I don't even know when I was already in season 2.
Ooh.
I'm like, whoa, then I just hover over. Then I'm like, hey, I'm in season 2 already. Like, it's so consistent. Nothing changed. Like, you know like how sometimes, right, season 2 will become like more kwachong.
Yep.
Like, to a point, it doesn't make sense anymore. But this one is like, okay, season 2.
So
and
it
then,
sounds like they have a plan for the show already.
And then when I reach the last episode of season 2, I just click next lor. Then when I click next, right, okay, like this one I realized it's a new season.
Right.
Why? Because Cal,
Okay.
the kid, got a little bit older. Then I'm like, what happened? Why he look different now?
Right.
Then I hover over and say, I'm in season 3. Okay lah, maybe lah after like half a year or one year when they continue shooting, then the boy just grew bigger lor.
I see. What I like about the show so far, and this is not a spoiler, this is actually a perk, is that as far as I'm concerned with the way the characters are going now, they're not irritating.
They're not.
So like in like drama, you're so used to certain people just freaking out over like some small minor stuff, minor shit, and you're like, oh, you know, you're bigger fish to fry, right? In this show, the characters are always a little bit on the more decent side of things.
Everyone is likable because they are not bad. They are not annoying.
They're not dicks, right?
Yeah.
So like there's this scenario where there's this like father who came back, found out his wife moved on without him, and the daughter still kind of has a thing for the surrogate father kind of thing, right? And have a close relationship. And you can tell that the dad who came back after 5 years is a little bit emotionally affected.
Yep.
But you can also tell that he's not being a dick about it. He's handling it the best he can because he also has his feelings.
And the thing is, you won't even hate the surrogate father.
You're right. Everybody's likable.
Because I would think that, okay lah, I will be on the original father side.
Right.
You know, this second father I don't like because stepfather ma, right?
Yeah.
Nobody will like the second stepfather. Yeah. But then I'm like, no, this stepfather also quite okay.
Yeah, man.
So I'm like, well, actually this stepfather is actually quite okay one. If you watch more, then you realize that, oh, wow, this guy is good.
Good guy Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are thinking of picking up a new show, Manifest comes very strongly recommended from both of us.
Yes. Actually, season 1 was shot in 2018. And then we are in 2022 now, season 3. So 4 years?
4 years?
4 years, man.
So we're also kind of like experiencing the same time blip that happened.
Time blip. Suddenly got Marvel Universe already.
Because essentially they are like, that's the plot, right? Imagine if you were snapped by Thanos, you came back. That's the plot of the show.
But in real life.
In real life. It's a good show. Highly recommended. Definitely check it out.
Yeah. Then another show that I want to talk about, I just started recently, episode 2 now. All of Us Are Dead. Have you seen?
Is
Have
that
you
a
heard?
Korean show?
Yes.
Zombies one?
Yes.
I saw the thing pop up on my Netflix, but I didn't know if I wanted to jump into it yet.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yes or no, good or bad, did you like it?
It's
2 episodes in.
2 episodes, huh? Episode 1 was very exciting, very gory. If you love blood, you know, all these things like pulling of skin,
Zombies
pulling
and stuff
of
like that.
arms, bone come out. Then this is your kind of show lah. Okay. But after that, when I watched episode 2, right, then I'm like, the plot a bit cannot believe.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, no, real life, if it's me, I won't do this. You know that kind of feeling?
Yeah. So that's the thing about like characters when they're not written well, right? Like you compare Manifest to this zombie thing, even like there are things you would or wouldn't do.
Yes.
You gotta be realistic. Just don't get the characters to do things to move the plot because it needs to be done.
Like in Manifest, right? Everything that they do, I can imagine me doing the same.
Yeah.
Like if I'm there, I would do exactly the same thing because it's real.
Yeah.
But in this, All of Us Are Dead, right? Okay, I can tell you one scene, which is not very important at all.
Right.
Okay, so imagine you're in this building full of zombies.
Right.
And then you try to escape, right? Escape from the building, Okay, so you run here and there, you fight with zombies, blah, 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 you manage to find a door, and then you leave the building. You come out of the building, you know. But of course, outside still got some running around kind of zombie, but you are kind of safe now because you are outside. You can run away,
Right.
And this character went back in.
That's so stupid.
And the thing is, usually people would go back in because they see their loved one inside.
Yeah.
Or they are not able to go further out.
Or they forgot their passport or something.
Whatever, Yeah. Then you will understand, you're like, okay lah, you go back in because you need to save your father,
Like
mother,
there is
whatever.
motivation to go back in.
Motivation.
Yeah.
This one got no motivation. He's like, I got so many zombies outside. I also go back inside lah.
Where he ran from.
Where he ran out from. Then I'm like, what's this? Why you go back inside? What's the whole point of the whole struggle just now?
Are you going to continue episode 3 after this scene?
I will finish my manifest first.
Okay. So manifest is the top priority show now.
Very, very top. So top until I go toilet also I watch.
Yomo.
I'm in the Grab also I'm watching.
Oh wow.
I eat lunch I also watch. Then of course like Chinese New Year also I watch. So I'm like, and the thing is, it's so satisfying because there's 3 seasons, and every season there's like almost 20 episodes,
Yes. It's one of those long shows.
Yeah.
Like an old school TV
Old
series.
school, yes.
Right?
Like it's not like the new ones are like one season got 6 episodes.
Correct. Yeah, that's the thing I wanted to say. You can tell it's shot and done in the old school way because there was just certain kind of like points that remind me of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh.
You know how like in every Grey's Anatomy or even like One Tree Hill, all this kind of like
One Tree Hill.
That's an old show, right?
Which generation are you from?
Right? It like there's always a point in the show towards like the third quarter of the show where they will play music and do montage.
Yes.
Like
and you know already.
Right? And it's always like and this is like a thing
Yes,
that happens
back then.
in this generation of like, and you're like, this is some old school TV series filmmaking, man. Why you got montage or like closing the door, watching your son sleep, make a sandwich,
Correct.
give your wife a hug.
Looking out the window. You know the moment they start to do all these things in slow motion and then got music come out, you know the show is ending.
Correct. It is, and this is such a this is a Grey's Anatomy thing. I remember this distinctly because I'm like, why I always got this?
Yeah.
Because all the popular songs from Grey's Anatomy, all the songs during the montage of Grey's Anatomy actually became pop songs that were popular.
Because they were played during the montage.
So I think Manifest is trying to do the same thing too.
I actually feel that this montage kind of thing is good, because it kind of gives closure to every episode. It's like, okay, now they are home. Okay,
Right.
Okay, this doctor is still researching. She looks very busy in the lab, Like, you guys can continue do your thing, and then we anticipate the next episode.
the next hook for the next episode, right? Yeah. So that's actually you're right. So this is very interesting psychologically, I think, because it gives you a sense of like, everything is okay now. Yeah, they blip back 5 years into the future. They don't know what's going on. Government is after them. They're probably losing their minds. There's probably an alien somewhere pulling their strings.
Correct.
But for this moment, they're okay. And if they're okay, I'm okay too.
Yeah, and I feel good. Like all the turbulence, whatever that we feel while watching, right? Now we are feeling good.
Yeah. So, that's such an interesting, I think, TV series technique.
Actually, if you don't mention, right, I wouldn't realize that it's an old school thing.
But it is, right?
It is. I still remember when I was watching The Charmed once, every time at the end of the episode, after all the adventure, they will be at home, lighting up the candles, they'll look at each other, smile. It's like, we did that, we killed the enemy, now we're just at home chilling.
Yeah, now we chill first. Jam coffee first. First espresso, please. One lungo, please.
Correct. Like
I
that.
love it. Oh, man. So yeah, Manifest, check it out and definitely enjoy it.
Anything that's happening, happened like this week?
I just came from a voiceover today, so I don't know if you can tell, but every time I do a voiceover, it's very tiring because I'm in that room, and today's voiceover was a long one. I was in the room for like an hour and a half, and I had to do take after take after take. So
Of the same thing.
of different things in similar ways.
Okay.
So basically, when it comes to commercials, they come in like time and the number of time, right? So I recorded a 45-second commercial today, a 30-second commercial, and a 15-second commercial. Now, the thing about these commercials is sometimes they will take your lines from the 45 to bring it to the 30 and the 15 to like shorten it, right?
Yeah.
This time though, every version was a new read from me. Nothing carried over. And each version, I did about like 15 to 20 takes.
Okay.
And it was because they want different styles. So one, they want like a standard read.
Exactly,
and then one, they want a more like conversational read.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the work, but after the whole thing, I was done. I had to sit in my car for like 15 minutes just
Because you were tired.
I was just so drained, man. Yeah, but it's nice. It's nice to get some work in
Yeah, man.
Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
It's a good sign.
That whole year you'll be getting jobs.
Fingers crossed, please hire me.
Hire us.
Hire us.
We can go to your place. We do podcast there. We do live.
You want video?
podcast.
You want picture?
Anything just call us.
can.
We do for you.
Okay.
1 leg cake. 2 leg cakes.
What about yourself? Anything lined up coming up?
I have to check my calendar. I forgot already.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, but I just want to mention one thing.
What?
Just a few days ago, I kind of broke my Instagram feed format. You notice?
I saw you. Go ahead. Tell the story.
So the thing is, it's just one day, 2 days before Chinese New Year. 2 days before Chinese New Year, I wanted to post something. And then I realized that I cannot post. Because my feed has always been following this format whereby it's like my face, and then it's a food, and then it's a random thing, right?
Right.
And then I wanted to post my face, but then cannot. Because if I post my face, I have to post food after that.
Yeah.
But I cannot because the next day I have to post a random sponsored thing.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Then I'm like, how now? The thing is, if I don't do that, right, there will be like 2 days gap that I cannot post anything. I have to wait for the next post punya turn.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, very frustrating. And at the same time, I also got driven by this whole mentality whereby Instagram is okay lah. Social media nowadays is not like before.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
what I mean is, content-wise, you don't have to post very nice things anymore because people don't really care. Because people just want to see what they want to see. Either it's really informative content, or they really love you. You post whatever shit also they like, or you like, or that photo or the video just got vibes lah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be nice.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. Second is, to be honest, nobody really cares if you follow a format in your feed.
I agree with you on the format
Because
thing.
nobody looks at your feed. They will just look at whatever photo that you post that pops up on their own timeline.
Yeah.
You know, so nobody knows. Like I asked a few friends, do you know that I actually have this format? They're like, what are you talking about? Then I said, you go and see my profile. Then they go and see, like, oh yeah, but then I don't know because I've never been to your profile.
Like they always see the individual post, but they
individual
never
post.
see the whole thing.
Yeah. So after thinking for a very long time, so first point that came to mind was, okay, this formatting is probably a thing of the past. This curated feed, fuck it.
Done.
Done. I'm done because nobody cares.
You are now free from the shackles of aesthetic format.
And then the second thing is, I don't care what I want to post anymore. I just post. Like no more food, no more cafe, me, whatever. If I want to post my face, I post. If I want to post the cloud in the sky, which has nothing to do with my previous format, I post.
Is this the beginning of a new era of Smash Fork?
Probably more freestyle lah. It's like fuck it lah, whatever. You don't like, you don't like lah.
I like it. I like the idea. I'm a very big fan of like being free and being like unfettered of whatever. Like whatever obviously you're allowed to set whatever standards you want to set for yourself. But if you feel like the standards don't serve you anymore, do something else. I like this. How did it feel when you like broke format?
So I've posted like 5 to 6 posts now after I broke free. Hey, what's this? I feel nice. And it's like, okay, today I feel like posting some random shit.
Right.
So I post lor. Then today I feel like I want to post my face because I found a nice picture.
Right.
I post lor. And the thing is, nobody cares. Nobody even say, hey, you're not supposed to post your face today. Like, nobody says that.
Because nobody knows what we post, when we post, how we post.
Yeah. It's just us.
Yeah. So this 2022, in the year of the tiger, if you want to break format, you want to create format, do whatever you want. Don't worry about what you think other people think, because people they don't care as much about you as you think they do.
Correct. If you've been creating very nice content, no need. Don't give a shit about it. Just post whatever you want because nobody cares whether it's nice or not. If they want to like, they will like. If they don't like, they don't like.
Nice is subjective lah, right?
Correct.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be like, this is the longkang cat.
Hey, who knows? People be like, hey, this is very special. Never see before this longkang cat. I like.
Like, this is the most aesthetically shot picture of a longkang cat.
It's like that. Huh? So if you want to see more longkang cats, please go to my feed. Smash Pop. Okay?
Alright, I think that's it for today's podcast.
Okay, tired. I'm sure you'll be talking the whole day already.
Oh man, we're still gonna be talking some more. The day is not over yet. But you know, it has been good. I hope everybody's had a fantastic Chinese New Year. Take care of yourselves.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Valentine's Day is coming. Whether you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, you have a PS5, whatever. As long as you love something, just love lah.
But most importantly, love yourself.
Love yourself.
If you cannot love yourself, love us.
Love us by giving us little loves by double tapping our pictures.
Whether it's a longkang cat or not, okay?
Correct. So that's all lah, okay? Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to lah, okay? And YouTube also, if you are wondering whether we have a video version, we are also on YouTube. You can click on the link in our podcast episode description, okay? And follow us, Smash Pop.
Jer says,
See you in episode 6. See ya.